welcome to another book review. Welcome to Bookverse. Today we'll be discussing one of my favorite authors, Yejide Kilanko, with the title Daughters Who Walk This Path. Having read her book Chasing Butterflies, I knew that I had to go through the books she had written. I wanted to see what she has in store because every time you get to pick a book, there are always different plots and there are always these characters that really want to drive you crazy. So I was hoping with Daughters Who Walk This Path that there'd be something, with the title. There should be something. And actually, there really was something in this book. This is one of the oldest, very oldest books I've ever read. And it had serious society issues to discuss. It had the issue of rape, the issue of albinism, African parenting. Should we say African parenting or parenting in general? And it also, most importantly, discusses healing as against trauma. Rape is a very terrible thing. Shout it from the rooftop, whisper it from the ground beneath. It is a very, very terrible thing. It sets precedents for things that are unimaginable. And most of the time, the survivors of these incidents do not get to have their lives back. Now, this is the story of the main character in Daughters Who Walk This Path, having your life defined by a horrific incident, having to find yourself all through your personal growth, having to make a lot of mistakes, believing because this is who you have come to become. Rape should not be encouraged, it should be condemned in its entirety. Albinism is something that is genetic, something that could happen. It is not a disease. And in the times before, it was actually recognized as to be something that is not to be associated with. People who had babies with albinism were segregated, kind of. But we're gracious enough to know that this is something that is medically conditioned, and happy enough that the word is coming to an enlightenment and an awakening that people who have these things, these genetic situations, are not bad people. They are not evil, as opposed to what we were told by old generations, old folklores. African homes and their style of parenting has to really be discussed because it is something that cannot be exhausted. There are certain conditionings in African homes. I don't want to put typical African homes. I think it is majorly with being black. Now, this is not a matter of racism or whatever, but there's just it is different from how people of other colors parent. There is this conditioning, and even when you go online, you see people write their experiences. But I am glad and grateful that the world is turning around to soft parenting. Now, that is a term. They're trying to heal the old long trauma of having to grow up in a place where your views are not counted nor respected. Your person is subjected to other people's opinions, conclusions, facts, or decisions about you. African parenting, most of the time, does not allow you air how you feel. But the world is changing. Times and tides are changing. People are coming to the realization that children are humans and should be given a voice. And it is in listening that we begin to decipher what the problem is and how it can be solved. And not most times shutting them down. I would like to ask, when people employ people for the role and purpose of marketing in a job setting, What are the expectations of these job owners? I would want to actually mention a particular profession, but let it not be said that I said. But I really want to ask those who give out marketing roles to humans like them, with the expectation of having them to sell other things outside the catalogs that is given to these people. What exactly is the problem, ma and sir? You do not expect other people to labor for you on the basis of who they are in order to earn you money. Life has never worked that way, and it shouldn't start now. Finally, on the list of societal issues to be discussed is trauma and healing. You know me, healing is always a thing for me because it seems like every day we're suffering from one thing or another thing, we're healing from something, we're trying to get through something. So every day we have to heal. Every day we try to heal. Every day is a conscious statement to live. Every day is a conscious statement to survive. Every day is a conscious statement and testament of how strong willed we are towards having our own life. Healing cannot be overemphasized. It is the door frame that opens us up to every other thing. So today, for the daughters who walk this path, I encourage us all to heal. For we are daughters, women from the generations before have bettered us and passed down and down onto us this strength. And for the times that we are weak does not mean that we do not belong to this womanhood. No. It just means that we need a community to lift us up in light and in love. And we also need to seek our own healing. For according to Socrates, he says, man, know thyself. So, woman, for the daughters who walk this path, know yourself. Until we meet again, do have a nice day and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.